when I'll be ready to date, when I'm obviously in my time when I'm confident enough to again. I guess now, even for us, for me, it's kind of hard to know where to go or how to meet someone without being online, because I think it has taken over a lot and kind of almost had us depend for our sort of social habits now. We'll be like, not really confident enough to come up to someone and talk to them in person because of that social anxiety. And so then I guess you're more confident behind a screen, right? But if you do want to find someone in person and not on an app, and you don't know if they'd be on an app or not. So how did you find someone that was of high quality that wasn't on an app, and where do you just go to? Where do you go, and do you go to like a cafe and like come up to them?
And he finds a God-fearing woman. And
I'm just curious, as we are a more.
Brian knew the answer.
I'm just curious.
Brian knew the answer, then he would package that answer and sell it for millions of dollars, and every man on planet Earth would buy it. Nobody has any idea.
I guess I'm just curious, as we are a lonelier generation now. I guess.
I want to get right back to the actual conversation that was occurring, instead of like, just FYI guys, we're going to be here for very long if we kind of like get into these like derailments every time. But where do I go? Where do women go?
What do you recommend then? If someone's ready to date and they don't want to go on Tinder.
Are you in college?
Yes.
You're kind of in like, there's really no better time.
I guess meet someone there, right?
Yeah, you could kind of like linger around after class a little bit. At least from the girl's perspective, a guy can't do this, but you can I guess a guy could do too, but he would have to take the proactive role of approaching. You can kind of linger a bit. You can linger around campus a bit. There's certain like activities that you could become part of.
Clubs.
I think dating apps are like pretty dog shit.
Clubs at
there's some like, you can find good people on dating apps, but like you have to kind of like shift through quite a few people.
So do you think it would be kind of normal if you were, I guess, because I don't think it's as common anymore as someone will just approach someone and say, hey, I think you're really attractive, are you whatever? So do you think it's normal to just, I guess, befriend someone first? Maybe if you're in the same major, or if you're whatever, just to be friends first and then go forward with seeing if you're interested in each other?
I don't believe in the starting off with friend shit.
I guess how would it work?
My personal take on this, whether you're a man or a woman, like there need to be romantic undertones from the get-go. Like I don't believe in this like let's be friends for 3 months bullshit.
So then who would
where do you find high value women? Because that's probably where I am anyways, so I'll just be there. Yeah.
Where do you find high value women?
I think that's what her question was. Is where are you finding the high value women?
My question with that is, okay, then if you're saying if you recommend me doing that at school, who should approach who then? Because I guess if as a socially anxious, more like society, as we're all on our phones, I'll look and everyone is on their phone too, including me. So.
Well, like there's the gendered answer, and then there's also like the person who goes for what they want answer. So regardless of your fucking gender, like if there's something that you want in your life, you fucking go for it. So like all this bullshit about, the guy should approach, like, so
you don't think it's awkward if a girl approaches a guy?
No, in fact, your success rate as the girl approaching is going to be orders of magnitude higher than if a guy is trying to approach the woman.
I guess it takes being, I've been like rejected a few times when I've come up to people, but I guess it just doesn't, and that's made me insecure in a way to like not come up as well. But I guess if you're saying.
So, I would say though, generally speaking, like as a woman, your success rate is going to be like way higher if you are approaching men. In addition to this, even if you do get rejected, typically men are going to be way more kind of accommodating. They're going to be way more polite. Like women are pretty ruthless typically when it comes to rejection. Like sometimes women can be kind of diplomatic when it comes to rejection, but other times, even if you do it in like a super polite way, they can still like.
And
doesn't always look good.
When I've been rejected, it was awkward, but you know what? That's okay. Like you move on.
Do you want some like just
just a personal, honesty? Brutal honesty?
You sure?
About.
Well, I mean, look, okay,
I'm not talking about me right now. I'm not
you-
good enough right now to be walked up to and everything like that. But when I do look the part and I'm that way,
Yeah,
then,
I mean, like, look, the reality is you seem like a really pleasant girl. I'm sure, like, a lot of guys, I mean, I don't know you that well, but you seem kind of pleasant and all that sort of stuff. But, I mean, when it comes to, like, I think when it comes to you taking charge in terms of approaching men, like, I think guys are pretty, guys are kind of physical. So, like, I mean, I think it would help, like, maybe, look, I need to lose a couple pounds too. I got dad bod right now. I got to lose like 30, 40 pounds. I think it would be helpful if you're going to take the initiative. Like, I'm going to get if I'm trying to approach girls, I'm a little chubby right now. I'm going to get scorched up. Same with you. Like,
Same
if you're
with
trying
me,
to
yeah.
like do cold approach, you got to like, we both got to lose a bit of weight. You know what I'm saying?
of course, I completely agree with that. That's why I'm on that. I don't mean to waste as much time, but I'm saying that it may be uncommon to say this, but yeah, I mean, as someone that, you know, as fat and heavy as I am, it's
Hey, it's harder for,
it's actually about being
the
honest.
attention I
because
get from
am.
women has diminished ever since I gained some weight.
Of course.
It is what it is.
Of course. And I think
Women
it's
care
also
about
just
this
about
shit,
the
men
fact
care
that,
about
like,
this shit, man.
I'm not only am I not, like, I think attractive enough to come up to a man yet, but also I don't believe in myself yet. I think that because of how fat I am.
I'm telling you
and
though,
everything like, that.
like if you
So I
got
want to be able
fit,
to-
you would kill it.
No, of course.
You'd be
And so
killing
I
it.
think
You
it's
would be-
about building.
You got
I
the
think
weight.
it's
No, it's
yes,
not about
yes.
that. It's about how you feel about yourself. If you
Yeah.
feel like shit, then guys are gonna look at you like shit.
But also, if you
Oh
look
my
like
God.
shit and
I'm
you
trying
say
to
you're a
help her out.
10,
You
no,
guys
no,
are-
like,
I
then
want
you're
to
not-
interject.
then
I
you're
want
not-
to
You guys are
interject.
fucking.
She's beautiful just the way she is. Like,
Look,
That's not true.
Doesn't
I'm
matter.
totally.
Bro, this is y'all be gassing each other
Well, no,
up.
I'm sorry.
No,
if
no,
you
no.
but I
lose
don't
some
believe any
weight,
of it,
then yes,
and that's
No,
true.
you should totally
Of course,
lose the weight.
being in
And
the-
let me tell you
It is
why.
a lot confidence.
Let me tell you why. Lose the weight.
Bro, hold on. I'll tell you this. Like, a shy girl who's like within a healthy body fat percentage range is gonna, like, I don't care if she steps to a dude awkward and shy, she's gonna go a lot further than
Absolutely, and that's
a
the
big
She
girl.
doesn't have
realistic.
any confidence.
I didn't want to
that
bring up.
confidence-
Fine, then she just has to exist.
I didn't want to bring up
and then
any.
guys will approach her.
I didn't want to bring up any quarreling here. I don't want to be.
No, you're
Look,
chill.
I understand what I am, and I think it's ugly, and I don't. And also at the same time, because you're not. I don't. Being at this point in my life and looking and being this heavy, it's not just about how I look. It's about the fact that I am, like, it's just not a happy life being this heavy. You're out of breath when you walk up a set of stairs. You're not able to, like, I guess, run as much when you're on the treadmill and, like, stuff like that. When I'm walking with someone on a date, this has happened a lot where we're talking and I'll be out of breath, and it's quite embarrassing. So obviously, it's like I myself don't, when you're this way and you're not working as much to be better, you don't have self-belief. You don't have trust within yourself. At least I don't. So when I do have that, and when I do get to a healthy weight so that I can also do what I'm passionate about again, dance, do whatever, and that I have my priorities straight and everything, then I'd be confident enough to come up to a person. Even if I did get rejected, that'd be okay, but at least I have the self-belief and trust, and, like, also, like, I think it's about being body neutral. I don't think it's about being body positive. Being perfect just the way you are, I don't know. It's just not, it's just, I don't think it should be very encouraged, especially with how...
I respect the honesty.
Especially with being, look, I'm in the 200-pound range. That's obesity, and that's not healthy, and it's not right, especially from, just how I feel on a daily basis.
Yeah, and look, the only reason I brought it up, not to, like, it was, you were asking me, okay,
No, of
the dating
course.
apps suck.
Right.
How do I meet men out in person? Oh, maybe I could approach them. I'm saying, like, in terms of, like, what you can do right now that you can have control over, the number one thing, like, in terms of maximizing your dating prospects, is not going to be, like, currently. You can do it, like, I think you'll probably still get guys, because you got the Riz or whatever, but it would be to, like, it's the number one thing I could maximize right now is myself losing weight. I think the number one thing would be, like, hey, like, get fit,
Focus on yourself, build a routine.
As someone
eat
who's
well.
lost 30 pounds, you feel so much better
You do.
when you do lose the weight. It has nothing to do about like how you feel.
feel
Like
lighter,
you can
you're
be
able
a
to-
heavyweight person and be a freaking rock star, and there's tons of them out there. However, there's nothing wrong with prioritizing yourself and your
Absolutely.
health, and it brings other people to you who also prioritize themselves and their health. Like that's a very good thing. So
Yeah.
don't be embarrassed about that. Like we all go through body fluctuations, but put in the work because you love yourself. Go to the gym because you love yourself. Like don't
Yeah.
do it.
And I think that if
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Do it for men.
No.
I think that if
go lose weight to lose weight. Why you gotta sugarcoat?
Yeah,
this
lose the
bullshit?
weight.
Why you guys gotta package this shit with the fucking gift wrapping and the sparkles and shit? Nah, you're gonna lose weight so you can lose weight so you can be healthier.
Yeah.
Not so when you feel,
and to live
no, just
longer and to
Yeah.
be
There
able
you
to
go.
also
Feel healthier, live
and to
longer,
also
be
Feel
crazy.
better.
Feel
and
better.
even, and
Y'all gotta
especially
gift
also
wrap
with when
everything.
it comes to pregnancy as well. When you're pregnant, you do have to gain more weight as well. So if I'm like this right now and I'm pregnant or whatever, then
Yeah.
gosh, that's not going to be very pleasant. So I think that if a guy actually rejects someone because they're overweight, I don't think that's actually a bad thing. Everyone has a preference.
Look, and
But everyone- if you
can
just need
still
to
get
work
a
on
guy.
yourself,
You can
you'll
still
work
go
on your-
out there and get a guy. I'm just
No, I
giving
know.
you the
but I
like
think
cold
it's
hard truth of how to maximize
absolutely
getting a dude.
But I think, I guess personally what I'm saying here is that, I think it's about, I just want to like
about feeling.
build
You
You will
myself
get a guy when you
first.
prioritize yourself, when you work on yourself, when you make yourself feel the best, and when you do hobbies that you love. You will meet people
Like
in those
bowing.
fields.
She's an incredible dancer.
No,
Like
no,
if you
no,
love
no.
dancing,
dancer.
keep
No,
doing
no,
dancing.
no.
Like get fit, feel healthier, and then with all that comes way better stuff.
Yeah, and then I think with a person that you find, I think it could be like, then they're a bonus to your life instead of just being your life, being the priority of just, no matter what I look like, no matter what I am, I'm just going to find guys or whatever.
Sure.
Because also it could be, I'm not prioritizing my health, my body, my house, my cleaning habits, my education, whatever. So it's like,
yeah.
it could just be a bonus
So-
to life.
What's the big labia thing about? Because I do have one, and you guys support that or what?
labia?
The big labia, hashtag big labia matter.
Wait, what you were saying about surgeries that were
Represent.
going on? What was
Yeah, there's 10,000 labiaplasties a year. It's a total tragedy.
Chat, should I get one? Yes or no?
labiaplasty
don't do it.
because someone doesn't like how it is?
So there's innies,